All right, what is up, YouTube fam? How we doing? Welcome to another Dropping Bombs with me, Corey. We're going to be playing ourselves a little bit more modern because, well, this format is my favorite format. It's an absolute blast to play. Just really absolutely loving everything about modern right now, including this deck. I'm not normally a hammer time player. It's usually not my forte. I like to play the cards that destroy all the hammer decks. But believe it or not, I think this edition where we are now playing blue-white actually just takes this deck to a whole new heights. Like, I think the little things, you know, just Spell Pierce, Lavinia, and Reality Chip have drastically changed this deck, which is already very powerful, but I always felt like it just wasn't quite there. You know, basically I just played a Grixis Death Shot all the time, and whenever I saw the hammer matchup, I was like, yes. And whenever I think that, other people probably think that as well with their decks as well. You know, whether they're right or wrong, that's another thing. But I didn't want to be on the other side where people are fist pumping when they saw my deck just because Hammer has been on the decline a little bit. But I truly think this is going to be a deck that can really put you right back into the first or second best deck in the format. These little changes are that good and that important. So let's talk about the deck. We have Urza's Saga, Inkmoth Nexus as our utility lands. And then we have Seacrum Coast as one of our blue lands, as well as a bunch of fetch lands to be able to search them up. So blue is really no problem whatsoever, especially with Drum. Then we got 3 Baubles, 3 Memnite. I know some lists that are playing Ornithopter instead. And to be honest, I don't know the answer. I don't know the answer for which is right. I just played a couple matches with this, nothing crazy. So we're still learning on that slot. But outside of that, the list is pretty rock solid. So it's just a decision if which 0-drop to play there. Then we got our Esper Sentinels, still one of the best cards. Oops, let me get this preview thing down. That always helps us so you can read the cards a little bit better there. So there we go. So we got this Esper Sentinel. It's still the best card in this deck, really. It's kind of the reason to play the deck. It got a boost with Modern Horizons 2, and it's just so good against pretty much every deck right now. Being able to draw a card, plus it's an artifact, plus it's a human, you know, I mean, just all kinds of good stuff here. We got 1 portable hole, piece of removal. We can't even really search this up, right? This doesn't search it, so it's just kind of there. You know, that's probably the 60th card in this list if I had to put them in order. Then we got Sigarda's Aid, being able to, this is one of the 2 combo pieces with Colossus Hammer, trying to play Sigarda's Aid, play a hammer, strap it to a creature, take 10. If you have Inkmoth Nexus, they're taking 11 poison damage, and they lose the game on the spot. So that is the goal of this deck for anybody who hasn't seen it. It's pretty wild if you haven't seen it, though, because it has been around. It's one of the best decks, you know, if not the best deck on a given weekend. We got the one of Shadow Sphere that you can search with a lot of different things, either Stoneforge Mystic or these Urza Sagas. We have 3 drums here, being able to ramp ourselves. Ingenious Smith as a nice little tutor, and it gets bigger. This card's awesome. Being able to play Ingenious Smith and then a 0-drop on turn 2, followed by just every turn it gets bigger and bigger. You know, you kind of don't realize how fast this card adds up until it's attacking you for 7. We got 3 Stoneforge Mystics to be able to search up Colossus Hammer for the most part, but we have a new toy that we get to search up here that we're going to talk about in a sec. Pure Steel Paladin is another stock 4 of. The card is way too good, but the card that's completely revolutionized this deck is the Reality Chip. It's so good that I'm playing 2 of them because they are possible to kill if the Moto bug is gone. There's a bug where it just isn't a creature when it's not equipped, which is kind of better. But just being able to reconfigure this onto a creature, just Future Sight. You get to play cards over and over and over and over off the top of your library. And we've seen this kind of effect before with like Experimental Frenzy. And this ends up being just a game-winning effect that is completely unreal. Then we'll go to the sideboard here. We got a couple Pass, help us out in the creature matchups. 4 Sanctifier and Vex, which I agree with. Gotta fight Shadow somehow. And this is a great card to do it. Definitely for Grixis Death Shadow. Couple prismatic endings as well for removal. Spell Pierce to be able to counter some stuffs. Lavinia is the really interesting one here. Opponents can't cast non-creature spells with mana value greater than the number of lands that player controls. So you're thinking like, what is this? What does this actually cast? Our opponent casts a spell, no mana is cast. So that's the main thing, is the second one. You know, like it might shut down Storm or something like that if they have 2 mana and they're ramping, but that top ability is not that important. But casting mana with no spells in Modern is very important. Evoke creatures and all the Cascade cards it counters. So a very versatile card, and we're trying out 3 of them. So let's play. I'm excited. Let's do this. We're on the play with our aggressive hammer deck. I'm excited to play this one, y'all. Let's get Lurrus. Looks like our opponent has a companion as well. It's a Kitty Cat Mirror. And our hand is pretty good. I'm going to keep this one. And especially if they're Grixis Death Shadow, starting off Esper Sentinel is chef's keys. We love this. We love this. All right. We wish this was a hammer and then this hand was completely obscene, but still good. Our opponent has kept as well. What are they playing is the question. It can be one of so many decks with Lurrus, you know. Can be Burn, can be Dimir Mill, it can be Hammer, it can be Grixis Death Shadow. It really can be a lot of stuff. Okay, they kept. Yeah, just Esper Sentinel here. And then we'll say go. Alright, so it's not Shadow. Okay, looks like we got a mirror match. Just of which variety? Well, I was thinking about playing something else, but playing Stoneforge Mystic and getting Hammer seems insane. Or I just let him draw a card and I go Drum as well. Kind of want to do that. What does that line up for me next turn? Sigarda's Aid plus Hammer. Could get Reality Chip as well. It's close. It's really close. I think I'm going to give him a card here. I'm not sure if it's right. So we already kind of have the draw. We don't want to give our opponent said draw. So now it is close between getting Reality Chip as well. But we are a hammer deck first and foremost. And Chip comes when you run Auto Steam. Especially with us having Esper Sentinel, we're probably going to draw a card here. They decided to just go with the other play we were thinking. So now we can just play our hand. Which is pretty strong. We can make a 12/12 trampling lifelinker and pay 1. I think we're going to do that. I think we're going to do that, chat. Pretty strong. See what they go for. They went with Cranial Plating. Okay. How about we win the game instead? Wow, that was a draw. All right, pretty nice, fun, interactive Magic going on here. Yeah, just 3 things. Wow. Welcome to the jungle. All right, we got to fetch out a land. We're only going to fetch out a Plains to not give away that we might be a different deck, even though we're basically going to sideboard in to... I play these as Flash, right? Yeah. All right, well... They're not going to like this. We really should play this deck more often. It clearly likes us. There's no way I drew the 1 of, right? Right? That'd be silly. Let's add some blue mana. Shadow Sphere. Hello! Let's see if our opponent says something to that. I bet they will. Oh, God. That was nice. Okay, I suppose we want paths. I bet we want the prismatic endings as well, and that's probably it. So, they're not going to deal with the Reality Chip too effectively, so we can take out one of them. And now it comes down to just being a little less explosive in the form of like having more zeros and being a little bit more reactive with all of these drops. I'm wondering if Path is even that big of a deal. And then I think we're going to cut an Ingenious Smith because it's a little clunky, and a couple Memnites because they're just not that good. But they do facilitate some busted draws when you have Drum plus Memnite. It's just kind of a free spell then. Well, it's always free, but you get to play a free 1-drop. The Drum is free then. Okay. I think we'll keep this again. It's another great hand. We don't have the way to equip unless we get Metalcraft here, but our opponent even didn't say anything? All right. Our opponent is not Assault Master. Oh, they're playing blue-white as well. Nice. They're playing the Ornithopter version, though. We'll see which one's better. There's the hammer. Yeah, we're just going to Stoneforge here, I think. Then again, if we Paladin, we can start with a hammer. And they have to have an answer for it. I actually think I like that better. Yeah, because now they have to have an answer for this, or we just play hammer and we can animate Inkmoth Nexus and just equip already. And we get to draw a card off hammer, so Paladin's a pretty good start. This might be a lightning fast 3 matches, y'all. Paladin. No mana, though. Oh, they can equip. Maybe they're going to miss it. That is so sick. Now they can play lands off the top. Wow. Wow. They just cast 2 things off the top. And just cast that. Not off the top. But yeah, wow. They just get to equip. Might be in trouble here. Okay. Well, we can go Prismatic Ending on the hammer. Yeah, Chip's looking good. Yeah, Prismatic on the hammer, and then play a hammer, see if we draw an artifact, then maybe animate Inkmoth Nexus. And if that's the case, we can play hammer first. They're going to get to draw a card no matter what. Because we cannot pay 11. No. Draw a card. Didn't want another Paladin. Yeah, and that looks like the play we have to make here. Which is a sad one. But we'd like to not die. That would be cool. All right, here's 11. They can throw away Memnite, no problem. It was basically free anyways. Okay, playing cards off the top of their library. Notice their hand doesn't really move, and you get to shuffle away. God, Reality Chip is busted. Colossus Hammer. So it's not like we're dead yet. 2 hammers makes it a little awkward. And we're going to get to draw a card off this. Would you like to pay 11? We drew another blank. All right. It's quite the draws. I'll take 11. All right, we need a good one. Worst case, we can go get a Shadow Sphere. But we really need to draw either Shadow Sphere or Hammer. I think that was kind of our key. So if we go Stoneforge plus Shadow Sphere, we can draw a card and we have an out to hitting another hammer for the win. And I don't see any of the other plays even being that good. Except, I guess we could top deck Sigarda's. Now they have a flyer as well, so Inkmoth is not going to help us. So here's a Stoneforge. Got to get Shadow Sphere just to not die. Play that. You get to draw 2 cards. Draw. Bang. Hammer. Boo. Well, I guess I will play a drum. Into a white mana. Esper Sentinel. Equip this. Here comes 12, and then we get to re-equip. And hope that's enough. Basically, we need them to not find a Stoneforge Mystic for another Shadow Sphere. And we might be okay. Oh, taking it. Okay, Can equip this here. And I kind of want to equip to here for the other one. So then if they exile this and attack for 12, 13, 14, 15, not all our eggs are in one basket. And we don't care about the creatures. So yeah, I'm going to diversify here. I'm not sure if that's right. Then F6. I guess I could have played an Urza Saga too, but I just feel the game's not going to come down to that, but you never know. So their Urza Saga next turn is going to win them the game, like, for sure. That's not good. Yeah, and this is a bit of a cost that I didn't equip it to the Esper Sentinel, because I just won't gain that much life. This mirror match is silly. Completely silly. All right, we drew terribly. Doesn't look like they're going to kill us either, which is kind of frustrating. Just thought we would have had another chance, but I don't think it's going to matter unless we top deck some equipment. Reality Chip or Hammer, I think, are only draws. Stoneforge Mystic, of course, gets us there too. Oh, never mind. That's probably lethal. What a silly mirror match. 22, so take 11. Yeah, it's not lethal. Can take 13 this way. If they just attack with that, I couldn't block with Stoneforge. That prevents 5. And that keeps me alive. That's really all you have to do is just stay alive. Because they tapped all their flyers. So if I can... I was going to say get Inkmoth across, but they're going to re-equip. And our Colossus Hammer, we lose flying. Yeah, this is an absurd mirror match. All right, down to 2. Didn't re-equip. Oh, they screwed up. Dang. I don't know if it's going to be enough for us with that bad draw. Oh, we just needed anything. They gave us the out. So we can make this a 11, 12. And they have to block 3 of it only. But... oh, that sucks. So close. Yeah, because we got to give up on life. Their life total is now going to be too far. Oh my god! We didn't even have it! Oh, they don't know how things work. Oh, that's good for us. Yes! Round 2 coming at you. What a weird match. Alrighty, on the draw. Okay, this hand is much less exciting as our other ones. Up against another Luris deck. I think it's still a keep, but it is not ideal. And honestly, some hammer expert could come in and tell me that this is not a keep, and I believe him. Didn't I say it could be Demir Mill last time? This is definitely not what I'd expect, but here we are. All right. Not bad. Let's get a bauble. Let's get an Memnite. And take 2. Cigar to Zaid. Say go. Bauble during their turn because they are Demir deck and sometimes they have hand disruption. You don't want to give your opponent extra information on that kind of stuff. The more you know. Okay. Here is a draw step. That's a good one. That was a good one. Okay, well, that was also a good one. God, that makes everything so complicated. Because they probably have removal. But, yeah, I think I am going to go for it, but just play Saga. And they're probably going to deal with it. But the other alternative is waiting till next turn, playing Paladin, and then this. That's kind of risky as well, though. Now I can just go Saga, and then I can Saga for a few turns. I like it. Probably going to bring in Spell Pierce out of the sideboard, and it'll be nice in these kind of situations. Although I'll probably take out Memnite to do so. All right, well, I'll attempt to kill you next turn. Hammer time. Not hammer time. Counter target spell. Okay. Well, in hindsight, playing Paladin against that would have been the best, but that's a tough one to know. They do have Drowns. I guess I should have saw that. But even with that, they're going to probably do something else eventually. We'll get 2 cards, and then they can just kill it next turn. Like that. Okay. Good cards there. I think I just want to play Ink Moth. Well, first I'm going to attack. Put the fear into them. It's free. Probably won't work. Worth a shot. Got crabbed. All right, your go. Might even just make a construct next turn. We'll see. The Demir matchup is kind of tricky for Death Shadow, so if this is like a buy for this, you know, a little extra reason to play Blue-White Hammer over maybe Shadow. India is the next tournament I have, and I'd be shocked if I didn't play Shadow, but this deck is definitely cool. All right, there goes one of our reality chips. Chip, chip, chip. Yeah, I had to play 2 chips because nobody can have just 1 chip, y'all. It's impossible. Okay, there's the other one. Shit. Winter Orb, eh? Okay. Not that afraid yet. I'll tell you that. The Hideaway Land is kind of worrisome. 20 more cards for that, though. Okay, so we're gonna get a hammer. So hammer can go to Memnite. And honestly, just another Saga here seems like a slam dunk. I mean, we could put hammer to Inkmoth, but then they just block it. So I think this is just a construct and say deal with it type of turn. We're going to use our Flooded Strand this turn as well because we're already shuffling our library if they have Archive Trap. All right, here's one of these to Memnite. Fetch. Okay, not that big of a deal. I think we'll get a basic plains. All right, boom, here we go. Now next turn we can Paladin and actually Inkmoth it up, so they have to block that one. And then maybe present lethal, probably not actually. It's probably only gonna be 9, 10, 11 next turn. Yeah, we need a 0 mana artifact to be able to do that. All right, milling us 4. Still below or above the threshold here. Would you like to pay? Thank you. I've never been on the receiving end of Esper Sentinel actually getting free cards. This is sweet. I can see why people can get behind this. Okay, 25. Getting close to that countdown. Some would call it the final countdown. Okay, now it's not lethal no matter what. Okay, 1, 2. All right, they're going to be able to trigger it next turn. That's scary. Doink. Well, let's go like this. Animate. You want to do this first so that when you Paladin, you can just equip right away. Okay. Here they come. Now they better mill me out. It's actually helping them out a bit, huh? Okay. Now they can block, take 8 if they want. Probably gonna do that. Then just go to mill me next turn. Yeah, we're probably dead, because if anything, they have 6 cards here. So 13, they just have to have an Archive Trap. And they get to have me draw a card. Yeah, Esper Sentinel is actually kind of bad against mill now that I think about it. Alright. Oh yeah, and we have the orb. Yeah, we're probably dead. Getting Dimir milled, huh? Maybe this is a bad matchup. I don't think our hand was very good, for what it's worth, but... Oh, Tasha's Hideous Laughter has got to be excellent against us. 18 cards to 0. Wow. Okay, okay. And they still had a Shell Dock. Yeah, that was actually not close. But we got some good sideboard cards for them. Lavinia is a card that counters Archive Trap, which I think is enough to at least play 2. Spell Pierce is very good. And that's all that's really good. Ingenious Smith, we're not about that slow game, nickel and dime stuff. Same with Reality Chip. We actually don't... I don't think we want either of those. Let's bring in a Prismatic Ending, and we don't care about Lifelink either. We do care about Trample, but I'd rather kill some crabs. I think we'll go like that. All right. Like to play first. so close to good. God, I think I want to keep this. So on the play, you can Saga for a drum, and then the Stoneforgers get a plains, but also Bobble has a lot of outs to just give us a plains on turn 2. I'm going to keep. This might be a loose goose, but... All right, I'm going to actually Bobble myself. If I don't see a land, then I'll play Urza Saga, but if I see a plains, I don't think I have to. Okay, so I think I have to. Draw the hammer. Okay, Krabby Crab. Oh, this is probably gonna not look great. Now we will play Inkmoth Nexus, and we can get colored mana next turn. And honestly, we can still win the game next turn if we top deck a plains. Just Sigarda's 8. No, we're one short. Yeah, that's right. And there goes the plains. Yep. All right. We're still doing all right. It's actually not bad. Oh, okay. Actually, I think that would give us the win if we go for it. Drum. Memnite. Yeah, it technically does. We can go Sigarda's Aid. I think they have Drown, so I think we should play the best card against Drown. Which is probably Stoneforge Mystic. Because I want Sigarda's Aid to resolve, so if I'm vibing that they have a counterspell, I gotta wait for this. And now we just hope they Tasha's Hideous Laughter us next turn or something. So... yeah, sure. We don't mind. That is better against the other line we wanted to take, so all around good things. Take another hammer. Now we'll just get in there for one. Why not? Pretty unlikely to matter, but still. Archive Trap me. How many of those you got? Got our Lavinias and a couple of Spell Pierces, but that's okay. We still have lethal. No, we don't have lethal next turn. That's something I guess we should have thought out. Is we need to top deck a land to be able to go for it next turn? Well, no, that's... yeah, no, that is true. Yep, we need a land. And they didn't Tasha's us anyways, so it might be alright. Okay, perfect. Guess we start with Esper Sentinel now. So they have Field of Ruin for our land. All right, I think we make them have it. We can go for a 21-21 Memnite if they don't block. And if they do block, go for an 11-11. They know we have it. They know we have one, not two. Okay. Yellow. Would you like to pay? Okay. That is Ancestral Recall instead of Visions right now. Okay. I'm going to put him to the test, I think. Make you have it. Take 21! Yes! Yes! Oh, sweet. That was so sweet. But that was a reason to maybe have Shadow Spear. Was to trample over those. I think I'd rather just kill them. And I think I'd rather be more explosive. If anything, I could see taking out one of these. And I do want to test out Reality Chip as well. So I'm going to bring in one of each. Whatever. Who knows? All right, game number 3. Lurrus Mirror. Very different decks, but... Shall we do it again? Oh, no. I think this one's too bad. Yeah, let's mulligan this one. We'll keep. We got one too many cigars in, but yeah, this hand is not great. In fact, it may be worse. Well, let's keep. We'll get rid of Cigar Aid, and we'll just lead on that. As long as we have that on the battlefield, you know, it's a lot better for us. It is better to play Drum if we top deck, I don't know, Plains and a Hammer, you know? Something so we could Paladin and play a thing next turn. So now we are, if we drew a 1-drop, it's better to play Drum. And even if this gets countered, we can Lurrus it back. This kind of feels like it could be a Lurrus game. So yeah, I'm going to go for the explosiveness here. These only get hollowed fountains. And we'll say go. Archive trap. How many? It's always the question. How many you got? Took away 2 Cigar Aids. That's good. So we already have enough. All this did is just turn on Lurrus targets too. We got to remember that. Okay. Now we're getting just close to death. Gonna have Paladin plus Cigar Aid. So, I mean, if they just start hitting hammers and stuff, boom, just bring it back. There's the Reality Chip. We have exactly 20 cards, so they got to recall. Unmulligan there. Pretty good. Oh, no. We got so punished. I did not expect that. But whatever. We do have the Paladin. Not the absolute worst, but that is pretty awesome on their part. I'd say they were ghosting if I was streaming. Well, we can just buy Lurrus now. Then we could Lurrus plus 1-drop next turn. There's no hammers in the yard yet, so it doesn't matter that much yet. For sure playing this. I'm going to play this, and I think I'm just going to Paladin. This gives me a chance to win the game next turn. I guess not really, because they can block, huh? All right, I'm going to buy Lurrus. I don't know if that's right, though. I think they're just going to dunk on us this game. They've just had the draw so far. Just had the draw. Still haven't milled any hammers, which is kind of messed up. That put us down to 3 magic cards. Wow. How many did that hit? Doesn't even show. I guess, yeah, just 26. Wow. Well, I guess we can kill this. And then cry. All right. Not dead yet. And we can top deck hammer and then draw a card off the hammer and win the game. But like, did they exile all the hammers too? Okay, okay. Didn't even have any hammers in the deck. They were all exiled by Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Yeah. That's a thing. We got beat badly. Let's play the last match and hope it goes better. Wow. All right, everyone. Round number 3. Let's do it. So we are on the draw. Man, we've been getting some awkward hands after those really good ones. Our opening hands were so good. And now they're just improving. I think I'm still going to keep this one, though. Another Lurrus deck. That's kind of annoying. Just 3 Lurrus decks. Hopefully it's 3 different ones. Maybe a Shadow deck. I'm going to keep this because now we have 2 draws at it with Bobble. And then our hand is just really good, too. So, YOLO. Can also just get Memnite at Chapter 3 for this as well. So, I think this is actually fine. Obviously, it planes off the top and would be a lot happier, but still get to play Drum on turn 1. And then we're very explosive on the rest. Opponent kept as well. Burn. Okay, well, 3 different decks at least, if it was 3 Lurrus decks. I would think that Burn is actually not that bad of a matchup for us. Like, Ragavan's not that good against us. It's kind of good against our hand, unfortunately, but... Ugh. Okay. Say go, then we will bobble them. But honestly, I think people board out Ragavan too much against these decks. I just think the card is just still so strong that even if Memnites could pop up, that's still 1 for 1. And if they don't have it, you win the game. Okay. And remember, y'all, if you want to rent any of these decks, use my promo code CoreyB below. Oh my god, that's disgusting. Use my promo code CoreyB below. You can save 15% off your Mana Trader subscription. And rent this deck. Give it a shot. Give Reality Chip a shot, just like my opponent's about to do. No big deal. No big deal. They have light up the stage, so they might be tempted to play that. Manamorphose. Okay. This might be that red-white prowess deck. Either way, that's pretty cool. Reality Chip? No land? I mean, they had light up the stage. Okay, that makes sense. It's 3 to reconfigure, so they can't do it unless they hit again with Ragavan, but with our hand, they probably will. All right, that's a weird board. All right, give me a land. Land. Oh my god! Oh, we're terrible at Magic. Or we're keeping hands that we should keep technically and not getting paid off. I don't know. One of the two. Oh, we're dead. Well, we can get like Memnite off this. And then, you know, start actually doing something there. But man, even if we had a Plains there, we would win Esper Sentinel into Esper Sentinel and be able to play... I guess we'd have to go Sigarda's Aid to be able to play it. Yeah. I'll take it. This is all fine. This is fine. Alright. Just trying to get delirious. We're trying to light up the stage here. Makes sense. We got nothing. We'll have 6. Then they can go land Swift Spear. And if they attack with everything... Yeah, attack with that reality chip. I was going to say, maybe there's a chance we'd... No, because we can't attack with Memnite the turn we play it. So, yeah, we'd just be screwed. Got our white source off the top. Didn't even play this. All right, we need a Memnite. Oh, God, we just don't even have that good of plays. Can't find an artifact land off this. I guess we just go Sigarda's Aid and Hammer. Okay, and then we'll say go. I guess we can Hammer again. And then we just have to hope to top deck. Or wait, I guess this does go get Shadow whatever. So if they don't have Path, I guess we would just win here. All right, we win this game off the back of keeping a horrible hand and getting max punished like we deserved. That'd be impressive. That'd be impressive. But yeah, I mean, most of them just play direct damage. It's just, can they kill me? Which they might be able to. They probably should have played this to start it off, but what do I know? I'm not a doctor. Sequencing. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, if they have a bolt, I'm dead. Okay. That doesn't kill me. And they hit the wrong one. Attack with that reality chip, I dare you. Okay, I'll take it. Okay. Can buy Luris if they want. Purchase Luris. Put reality chip on something. Then they're actually dead if they reconfigure. All right, they have no way to kill me. So, I mean, if they use their 3 mana to buy Luris, they'll stay alive. But if they use it to reconfigure, they are dead. And either way, it's still good for us because we get to attack with a 12th. Oh my God, they just died. Wow. No justice in this world that we're winning with this. Oh wait, are they playing 0 drops? Okay. That would have been frustrating. No justice in the world that we won this game, y'all. Hello. Mana. And Colossus Hammer. Taco salad, sneaky, sneaky. Wow. Okay, well, I guess this is probably a Sanctifier and Vec matchup. Hard for that card to die. This is probably good. Let's take out... I mean, normally I'd be like, let's take out Memnite. Although, it's good against Ragavan. So, we're going to take out one of those. Let's take out some Ingenious Smiths. And, yeah, let's give it a shot. Sanctifier does kind of replace these. I like one Memnite as well to search for. I mean, Memnite just won us the game there, so. Wow, y'all. Don't try that at home, what I just did there. 2 Urza Saga, no colored mana. To be fair, I'm recording this on the day we did Mana Traders coverage. So yeah, maybe I am a little burnt out for the day. But here we are. Gonna win our last match. Try to be 2-1 with this deck. I do like it quite a bit. I like it better in black-white so far. And I mean, if I could win from that position, I would have dunked on them, like keeping a playable 7, you know? To be fair, they kind of screwed up, but. Ooh, I think we should mulligan this one. We got too much colored mana. We got too much colored mana. Just kidding, I'm gonna keep. Okay, no matter what, we're gonna Sigarda's Aid. Oh yeah, we're on the draw. Okay. Okay, now no matter what, we're gonna Sigarda's Aid, so we no point in bobbling ourselves. Now, do we need blue-white? Not really. Bubble, bubble. Let's bubble them once. Ragavan. That's a good one to know about. Now we're going to draw a card and see if we hit a land, because we might want that bobble to stick around for Metalcraft. Nope. We will be bobbling our opponent again. Can't risk it. Yeah, I imagine they're going to dash Ragavan. It's a pretty good play. Glad they can't cast that, although much worse against us than it is against them. It's a good start, though. We need it. We need a land. We got 2 draws at it. Okay. We're in the money. Now I think I play Inkmoth because it does line up a win next turn if they overcommit. And then either Stoneforge or Ingenious Smith. I think I like Smith because it disguises our play a little bit. But this guarantees we get Shadow Sphere, which is good too. This is probably the correct play. Yeah, because this is the correct play only because of Lava Dart, too. We don't want him to get Lava Darted here, but we are going to get the Shadow Sphere. It does kind of protect our information a little bit, too. They're like, oh, maybe they don't have Hammer yet. So that Inkmoth plus Hammer It Up is not completely lethal next turn. God, you can just win out of nowhere with these decks, though. Like, if they tap out, they're dead. The game's over. GG. Tricky deck. Do 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 do. By Luris. Yeah, this sucks, because even if they just attack with Luris, or attack with Ragavan here, and just leave that treasure open, we still can't go for it. We'll just have to play a small ball game. Use that treasure. Use that treasure. Use that treasure. No way. They are not light upping the stage. Oh my god, our opponent just giving it to us. Tra-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la. Da-da-da-da-da. Do-do-do. Please don't have gut shot. That'd be cool. Poison death for you. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Yes, please. Here's the poison. Bang! Wow. I love that explosiveness. And now that play was no different, you know, than we see from other hammer decks. And we really didn't get to see reality chip. Our opponent reality chipped us more often than we actually played reality chip. That's messed up. Not only did one of our opponent actually had reality chip, but this one just took it from us. And it cost them the game, to be fair. Reality chip won us a game because our opponent played it so badly. We like this. We like this. Thank you so much for watching today's video, y'all. Really appreciate it. This is a deck I'll be considering for SCG Indianapolis. I like it. I like it a lot, okay? Like and subscribe and share. If you share, you get tons of bonus points if you retweet these. I really appreciate getting the word out. So thank you so much, everybody, and we'll see you in the next video. Might be a few before we get back to him here. My dad is in town for the next 5 days, so little family bonding time. Got the whole Bash family together. So thanks so much for watching, everyone, and we'll see you when you see ya. Bye.